One of my favorite scenes in this is a scene that happens between fear and anxiety. And anxiety is introduced, and she very beautifully breaks down the difference between fear and anxiety, saying that fear is what's in front of you, anxiety is for having fear for what you cannot see. And your character hilariously adds that, oh, we're going to be great friends.
Yeah,
and so
she's my people.
I love that. Of all the great characters that you've voiced in your career, which ones do you think would be great friends with fear?
We'll be great friends with fear. Well, I think Buster Bluth and him would be pals from Arrested Development. I think they'd be great pals. I think they probably are pals. Gary Walsh from Veep. I think they'd be pals. I'd say most of my characters would be really good pals with fear and anxiety. But I think Fear could use like a little Forky in his life, because Forky just had kind of
Give him a heart attack, though.
Yeah, Forky kind of had an openness to life. You know, that was like, let's try this. Whereas Fear is kind of obviously all cautious. So having a little dose of Forky in his life would be good.
Yeah. You have a bit of a Harley Quinn reunion in here with Ron Funches.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did not make that connection. That's right.
I clocked that and I was like, this is wonderful.
Yeah, he is so great in this.
I know. Yeah.
What's his character in Harley Quinn again?
Shark.
The shark. Yes.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
One thing that I clocked in here that I really loved is seeing what your sleeping quarters look like in this film. We see the stars, and of course he's on the bottom bunk.
Yeah.
And he has his sense of security with the teddy bear, and we also get to see Riley's room, and how it kind of mirrors that a little bit with the stars, dark stars and hockey posters. What did a teenage Tony Hale's bedroom look like?
Gosh. Oh man, the problem is I've blocked most of my life out. What did teenage Tony Hale's? I think. Oh, you know what? I was a big fan of the Muppets, and so I had. I know I had Fozzie Bear and Kermit the Frog in there. Probably I was a little too old to have those, but I had those, and weirdly I had like glass. We lived in Germany when I was a kid, and before the teenage years, and I had these glass clowns. So there's some dark messaging. I don't know what. So like Muppets and dark clowns was a theme of my room. Oh. If there's any therapists out there that would like to break into that messaging.
My last few questions actually are kind of therapeutics.
Great, I love it. Let's get there.
So what causes the little purple guy to run around in your head?
Oh, what causes that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we've only got 6 minutes. What causes that? I would say heights. Heights is a big one.
Okay.
Really big one, actually. Anxiety, take your pick. But heights, that really, I remember I was doing this habitat build once, and they said, is anyone gonna go on the roof? And I was like, yeah, I'll go on the roof. And I stepped foot in the roof and just went into a state of paralysis. And I was like, why did I volunteer this? But I was not high off the ground. I just went into a state of paralysis. So that triggers it.
Yeah. What would you say is the biggest difference in, because that's what's beautiful about watching these films, is it for any family member, it puts you more in touch with your emotions.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, you acting it out, does it cause you to be a little more inside your head, or can you kind of separate it a little bit?
Ooh, that's good. I think what's fun about this is I think we all kind of put on a front. Like, you know, if I was really afraid or if I was really anxious, you probably wouldn't see it on the outside. I kind of keeping it together, small talk, whatever, but inside, this is happening. So with voiceovers and performing, you're able to just fully express what you think is happening inside. And that's that's the joy of it, and that's what they've done, which the emotional life is so complex, and for them to make it as accessible as they have, I mean, that's just flat out brilliance to me.
Yeah. I love that when we are first introduced to your character in this, he's kind of going through his checklist.
Yeah.
So I know he's doing like a safety checklist there, but in terms of like what you need, what needs to be in front of you, what sort of checklist do you have for yourself stepping into a recording booth?
Into a recording booth? I have them put out a velvet carpet for me. No. Voiceover, you know the main thing is I don't have like dairy before. Because your throat gets all clogged up and all of a sudden I'm just like hacking up. Yeah. So you got to keep the throat clear. that's a fun image. But yeah, I stay with the almond milk family.